Welcome to another session in math. In the previous session, we saw how to do addition and subtraction. Now, as far as maths is concerned, another area where our children have lots of difficulties is word problem. It may be based on addition or subtraction, but the minute they see word problems, they really get scared. Is word problem that difficult? It's not actually very difficult, but it involves multitasking. Word problems, first the child has to be able to read the word problem, then the child should be able to understand what it means, then the child should assimilate the operation that goes or that is involved in the word problem, and then the child has to actually calculate. First, let us understand our children may have difficulties in reading per se, and hence they may not be able to really proceed with the word problem. Does that mean that we have got to wait for the child to develop the skill of reading and then give them word problems? Not really necessary. We can come up with another way of identifying what is being asked in the word problem, and we can help them to sort it out or solve the word problem. So, let us just see how do we go about doing it. The mnemonic that we use to help them to work out a word problem is cubes. Cubes. C refers to circling the number. First, the child has to choose the number from the given word problem. U refers to underlining the keyword. Keyword is something that a child has to identify so that he is able to write out the statements. If you look at a child who is going to doing the word problem for the first time, there will be certain keywords that will help him to understand to write the statement. For example, when the keyword is many, usually the statement would be number of. When the keyword is how much, then normally the statement would start with cost. So, rather than looking into the entire sum, by just looking at the keyword that is underlined, it will be a lot easier for a child to write out the statements. The most important thing is boxing. When I say boxing, we help the children to box the word that will help them to identify the operation that is involved. So, it will have words like in all, altogether, total or difference depending upon the operation involved. The minute they box, we also ask the child to put the sign that is associated just next to the word that is boxed, so that after they write the statement, they do not have to really break their head, they just look at the sign that has been put next to the word that is boxed, and hence they go about solving out the sum. The fourth letter of the word cube is E. E refers to estimation. When we talk of estimation, the minute it is addition, sum, the child has to first estimate that the answer that you get will be more. And if the sign that is involved in the word problem is minus, then the child has to first tell himself the answer that I get, it is going to be lesser. And finally, S stands for solving. Once we make the child go through these steps, the child will be able to do the word problems with ease. Now, let us look into the word that we boxed. The word we boxed is the one which is extremely important, as I told you, because that is the one which will help the child to understand the operation. Yes, we do put in all these words in a chart and stick it in our classroom. That is not really going to help the child, because you know what the child will do? The child will keep looking at the chart and will start working out the sum. But we need to make him internalize, so that when it comes as a part of the worksheet in an exam, the child will be able to do it with ease. How is it that we can train the child to internalize? We can make flashcards using them. So, when I talk of flashcards, I am talking about making cards like this with all the keywords written in it. Take two baskets or two maybe boxes and mark one with a sign plus and the other one with a sign minus. As in, you shuffle the cards and give it to the child. The child has to take the first one, read it as in all, understand the operation involved, and put it inside the box that is marked as plus. Initially, the child may not be able to do it, and that is why we have color coded it. All the ones that refer to plus are marked or written in green, and all the one that refers to minus is written in red. So, the child is given a lot of practice using these flashcards to segregate, categorize it based on the sign that is involved with this one. As once you do this, the child will internalize this. Only when they internalize will they be able to do the word problems with ease by assimilating the operation involved in a word problem. Now, let us see how to actually do it. First is C, that is circle, circle the number. The next is U, underlining the keyword. This word, the word that you see over here is many. That means the child will know that the statement will start with number of. The next one that they need to do is box the word that tells the child what is the operation involved. Now, if you look at it, the word that you see here is in all. So, they box it and they also put the sign in all refers to plus. So, they need to put the sign plus just next to the box. E, as I told you, refers to estimation. The sign that you see is plus. So, when you add two numbers, the answer becomes bigger, is the sort of mental estimation that you need to train them to do it. And finally, they start writing the statements and solving the sum. In a similar manner, the children will be able to work out word problems based on subtraction, multiplication and division too. Please, let us make sure that the child follows these steps so that they overcome the fear that they have in word problems and writing out statements. Thank you.